It has been a blessing and a privilege to be associated with our partner church in Morelia, Guatemala, Arca De Noe, Noah's Ark. While poor in material goods but rich in the Spirit of the Lord, this small rural church has benefited from our efforts for over 20 years. When we first traveled to visit our brothers and sisters there, we saw many families and many needs. Our visit to a school in 2002 demonstrated the greatest need. Children were caught in a tragic cycle. Their families couldn't afford to send them to school, so many left after only 3 years to begin working in the sugarcane fields and coffee plantations. With no opportunity to further their education, they were doomed to grow up in poverty and ignorance. Meg Julian, then principal of Newland Elementary, was with us for that memorable trip. She was horrified at the conditions she encountered, so much worse than any of us could have anticipated. The blackboards were so spent, chalk wouldn't even stick. Even the most primitive tools for education were lacking. The littlest children were in small, crowded rooms, yet the large upper grade classrooms had only 2 or 3 students present. We knew there had to be a better way. So we set out to learn what we could about the distressed education system and identify how we could help. We know education is the only way out of ignorance and poverty, so the seminal idea of the scholarship program was born. In 2006, Banner Elk Presbyterian launched its first scholarship mission, a 3-year cycle, in partnership with Arc De Noe. You made commitments and we provided scholarships for primary and secondary. We have since added trade school scholarships now that the children are growing up. Fast forward to 2021, and we have been the conduit of education progress for over 200 children who would have otherwise been caught in that tragic cycle of poverty and ignorance. Village-wide graduation celebrations are wonderful community and church events. We see their gratitude expressed in cards, letters, pictures, and the hugs we receive. Year after year we hear, "We can never repay you, but your reward will come from God." These graduates inspire the younger children, and now nearly every child aspires to continue their education beyond the basic 3 years. Case in point, one child who was chosen in 2006 for a primary scholarship is now a university graduate. He has returned to the community as the manager of Arca De Noe's bottled drinking water project that supplies the community. 2020 was a defiant year, but the managers of the scholarship program met the challenges. Scholars were provided cell phones and internet time to continue to learn online. Our commitment to the children of Morelia represents the best of stewardship, ours and that of Arca De Noe. None of this would have been possible without your benevolence and their diligence. And now, in 2021, we enter a 6th 3-year cycle. What began in 2006 has demonstrated successes that multiply exponentially. Please help our younger brothers and sisters of Morelia become more productive citizens of their community and their country. Today's commitments endow the gift of a better future for generations to come, for we are the hands of Christ. I deliver on their behalf and my own their infinite thanks and their continued prayers for blessings upon us all.